Warning! This podcast does not contain Casey Jones.
Oh. Or does it? Hello, everyone, and welcome to the As Seen on TV podcast for Arrow Season 5, Episode 2, The Recruits. I am your host, Clio, and with me I have Dom and Rachel.
Hello.
Which one is who? That's for you to decide.
Dom and Rachel.
Yes, clearly.
Yeah, that's clearly it. I can't.
There was a lot in this episode.
There was.
Yeah, actually,
I didn't realize until I had like 5 pages of notes, and I was like, oh.
I gotta cut.
Oh, a lot happened today.
Can we address one thing before we start with Arrow?
Of course.
We learned something over on The Flash. So if you guys haven't watched The Flash, and this is going to apply to Rachel because she doesn't do that, right?
I don't do that shit.
With the Flash universe changing, Barry went back and changed time and like messed things up, and now that they're back in the timeline, there's consequences of that.
Messes things up.
Right?
Can we not tell her what it is and like wait to see her be like really shocked when it's...
I think she watched our podcast, so I think she knows. But it may not ever be addressed on Arrow, though. You know, we don't know.
That's such a big thing to never be addressed on Arrow.
It is, but in the amount of time until it takes for the crossover to happen, things may get fixed, and we don't know like if things will get fixed at the crossover. We don't know how that's going to play out. But because Barry changed things, right now, there's no baby Sarah.
Oh, baby.
It's baby John Diggle Jr.
That's it. He was firstborn, and he's older. So,
But, yeah.
like, we found this out on Flash. It's not been announced on Arrow. We don't know if there's any other changes.
Even on
that
Legends,
we don't know
they
about.
said that this is the possible future. This isn't cemented when they
Well,
ran.
I think the
Legends.
It's
Legends...
cemented for Flash.
No, yeah, for Flash, it's cemented. That's the way Barry's time travel works. As soon as it happens, it's cemented instantly.
He could go back and change it, but he's not going to because that would be stupid.
Yeah, because he's messed up.
He's
a
gone
lot of
back
stuff.
and messed everything up like 1,000 times. Let's not do
I
it.
was gonna say, doesn't Barry always mess things up?
Yeah, exactly. So,
Here, let me fix it. No, don't touch it.
I'm curious what the other things are we're gonna find out about Arrow that are changed. You know, there's subtle changes, like something. John Diggle's not a main character of Team Arrow right now. Yes, he's still on the show. Yes, they're still showing him. So it may not get addressed, but who knows? You know.
Yeah.
But anyway, so you were saying, or you were about to say?
Well, I wanted to start off with my favorite thing of the episode, and it was Curtis trying to use the pull-up bar.
that is fantastic.
Precious.
It was.
It's freaking when the Flash people first came on Arrow, Cisco tried to use the bar thing as well, and
Everyone tries to use it. 'Cause they
do
think
it.
I'm telling you right now, if I went into the Arrow Cave, that's the first thing that I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fall on my back like Curtis did,
Oh yeah.
but I would try it.
Curtis like went one side up and then did the other.
Yeah, well, you saw the way Curtis attempted it, and then the way Ollie attempted. Ollie did it like a swing, you know, like he got the momentum and then swung himself up. Where Curtis is trying to go from a a straight position to just his arms doing it, and it's not
momentum.
that. It's your full body, so.
Yeah, that's why it's a full body workout.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like Felicity said, it's hot. I mean, it's hard. It's both.
I'm upset.
She had
I'm
a she
upset
boner.
that clearly she's still attracted to Ollie, and that's
Well,
sad.
why not? That guy's hot. You doesn't get just because you're attracted to someone doesn't mean you still love them and stuff. They could be stuff.
No, I know. But it kind of shows a lack of commitment to whoever the fuck her new boyfriend is.
He's not as cute.
It's really not.
So yeah.
Come on now, her next boyfriend. I mean, come on, seriously, he has lots.
I mean, we've only seen like less than 15 seconds of them together, so we don't really know what this relationship is with them either.
We don't, but we can assume if
We can assume the guy's shady as hell.
No, I don't think he could be shady. I don't know. We don't know.
I think
But she's not, she's never told him about her friends.
she doesn't want... I don't blame her.
What do you tell somebody about Team Arrow friends that you can't talk about?
I have these friends that...
My friend Thea works for the mayor. My
ex-boyfriend is the mayor.
Barry... Yeah, well, obviously maybe leave that one out.
Okay, so then you would probably leave Thea out, too.
My friend Barry lives in Central City. Like, stuff like that.
I'm sure he knows.
Yeah, my friend Barry lives in Central City and can get here in like 3 seconds.
My friend Sarah is time traveling.
Yeah.
The normal stuff.
Yeah, just sit down and have that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he knows that she dated Ollie. Or was engaged to him. Because that was pretty public.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Oh, well, yeah, Rachel's right. It was pretty public, so...
He proposed to her on live TV.
That's true.
But he seems new to Star City.
I don't know. He's in the police department, isn't he?
Yeah. Yes, he's in the police department, and we've never seen him before. So he must be new to Star City.
Wait, that's John Ritter's son? The new boyfriend? No, it's not. Is it? Jason Ritter? That's Jason? Or does he have a different son? Because I know Jason Ritter, and Jason Ritter did not look like that. But anyway.
I don't think you could be in the police office and date he's a police officer. I'm sure he did a little bit of looking up on Felicity, because that's like all police officers.
Oh, Tyler Ritter.
Okay. So it's a different son.
But he has to know that they dated. I don't think they can get away with that. Not her, without him knowing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And if they can, then he's a stupid cop.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because and also if he does know and he is shady as hell, getting in with, the mayor's ex just to get information would be a very, very good way to do it.
But he's a detective.
If he's shady as fuck, it doesn't matter.
But we have no evidence that he's shady as fuck.
I think he's shady as fuck.
My statement still stands. We have no evidence.
Right.
No, we have no evidence. Call it a gut feeling.
Anyway, Ollie is trying out the whole training the team thing.
Oh, yeah, that went well.
It went so well. Ring the bell.
Yeah.
What's the goal? The goal is to figure out the goal. Really, Ollie? Really?
I thought the goal was to ring the bell.
Ring my bell.
Well, the objective is to ring the bell. The goal is to figure out the goal.
The objective is to ring the bell, so my goal would be to ring the bell. But yeah. Yeah, Aubrey says Felicity is still annoying him, and I agree.
Oh, Aubrey, last week Aubrey thought that since she wasn't dating Ollie, Felicity would get less annoying. I don't know, I
never thought of Felicity as annoying.
The reason...
They're definitely a conflict of people, like they have different ideals and different personalities, so they clash. So we want to side with Ollie, because Ollie's the main character, so anything that gets in Ollie's way... I said we want to, not we have to, Clio. Like, that's... 90%
of the time, I definitely do not side with Ollie.
Right. But... So, when there's a conflict with the main character, you're instantly like, well, why does it have to be this character? So you instantly, get hatred for Felicity because she's causing conflict. Even
honestly,
if she's right.
I think the reason I don't think she's annoying, but I'm disappointed in Felicity.
It's just
she's jumped to this guy that she's lying to him. She's lying to Team Arrow.
I don't know. We don't know how long it's been.
Long enough for
how long they've been
waiting at home for her.
Regardless of that, what was getting me aggravated with her was Ollie's like, look, wear a mask. We're all wearing masks. That's it. That's what you're doing. And she's just like, okay, yeah, whatever. And then she shows up without the mask. It's like, do you not realize the danger you could be putting your whole team into because you didn't want to wear a mask? Like, you can't just reveal your identity now, because like Rachel said, that it's public that Felicity and Ollie were dating, whatever. So you know who Felicity is, right? She's a figurehead that people know, right? That's like when Bill Clinton was in office before Hillary was running, people knew who Hillary was just by association, So you're gonna know who Felicity is if you live in that town. And under that, you're going to know her associates. You know she was associated with the mayor. So now you have the Green Arrow and Felicity hanging out, the guy that's kind of the mayor's build. You're just jeopardizing the team at that point.
Together. Go on.
I'm just saying, you're jeopardizing the team. Like, she's... That is the kind of stuff that's aggravating me with Felicity.
Well, and I think that would be justified if they were meeting anyone, but she sees them as part of the team already. Like, she's looking at them, she's seen their files, she's seen how they work.
Right.
They know what's her name? Evelyn.
Yeah,
they know her, they've worked sort of with her before. So she sees them as already teammates. And she has a point where Ollie is not making them feel like they're being trained or being initiated by lying to them by keeping his mask on. And revealing who he is.
But with such a hothead that... What's it? Wild Dog?
Yeah, Wild Dog.
With such a... Like, you could see he's such a hothead like that. Do you really want him to be like, no, screw this team, walk out the door, and know that Ollie's the Arrow? Like...
Well, he knows now.
I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I like his name. Ramirez was his last name. I forgot his first name. I like him.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be funny because Ollie is also a hothead, and I would love to see somebody give Ollie a run for his money.
Yeah,
I think that he sees himself in him. That's what's kind of.
Do you like the fact that we addressed that Ollie put arrows through all his friends? And then it came up in this episode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I loved when they were training. She's like, "Oh, at least he's not shooting anyone."
Yeah. It's like, oh no, Barry took an arrow. Didn't you shoot Roy? Like,
yeah,
shot Roy.
Everything that we discussed.
Barry got shot twice, at least.
Yep.
Yeah, and I like that he's the first time he stops him, he's holding the bow, and then he puts it down. And I was like, oh, at least he's not going to shoot anyone.
Yeah.
That we know.
Aubrey says, are they foreshadowing Felicity to be Black Canary? If so, I'll quit watching the show because that's a ridiculous idea. No, it seems like the girl that they're training, they already portrayed the Black Canary.
Yeah, she already portrayed the Black Canary, so yeah.
Yeah.
Why would they make Felicity? I don't even understand that train of thought. Why would they make Felicity the Black Arrow? That makes absolutely no sense.
To get her out in the field and do some stuff. I think just having her be Overwatch
She's never going to be in the field.
No, she's never going to be in the field.
Mm-mm. Well, I won't say never, but she's not going to be a permanent...
Major. I mean, she has been in the field before, but that was only because they needed her scientific brain to, do things. I mean, she's not a complete and utter retard anymore in the field, but she's not going to be a main part of the team in the field.
She doesn't. Plus, she doesn't want to fight. Like, that's not ever been a calling for her.
No, not at all.
It's computers.
Mm-hmm.
Computers. She'll fight with the computers.
Yeah. So the training, the ring the bell thing, was something that Ollie experienced in the Bravta.
Yeah. Sounds accurate.
Which I guess was the organization.
The
Bratva.
The baklava.
The brothel?
The baklava.
The
bratwurst.
The
bratwurst. Got it. Okay. That's what we're calling it from now on.
Vampire broccoli.
The bratwurst.
Yeah.
Because we're very authentic German speakers.
Oh, yeah. Totally, obviously. Can't you tell?
Mm-hmm.
I thought I had... Oh, yeah. And I got mixed up last episode because I was saying that Bravta was the dude, but the dude that Ollie's looking for is Konstantin Kobrov.
Yes.
That's who he's looking for, and the Bravta is the organization that he's got to get through to get to Korbov.
Mm-hmm.
He has to become one of them in order, because it's the only ones that get close enough to him.
Yeah. And it's a weird thing that he picked that exercise to teach them teamwork, because it was an exercise that when teamwork was achieved and the victory, they won, 3 of them got killed. So
he modified it.
He modified it, but it's just a weird thing. And okay, why does he have that bell? He has that same exact bell.
It's the same bell.
It's the same bell. Why does he have the bell?
We may find that out, but yeah, I don't know.
And that's happened in other, because he didn't bring that much stuff with him off the island. It was just the box with the stuff in it. It's like, I don't ever remember seeing that bell. Like,
it could have been shipped.
They keep saying
it could have been in the bottom.
They keep saying all this stuff came with him from his 5 years, and I'm like, where? You made that up 5 minutes ago.
Well, no, because we know now that he got off the island and he was elsewhere on his own accord. So there's nothing saying he can't ship this stuff somewhere, not necessarily his house. It's not like he's coming off the island and washing up on shore and they're finding him.
Next on the Arrow, Ollie's storage locker.
Yeah, it's the CW spin-off show.
If he did Storage Wars.
Yes, I was actually.
Yeah, it's a Storage Wars crossover episode.
Yeah,
I would love to see that. That'd be amazing. That'd be so hilarious. He has a storage locker somewhere, and it's just full of stuff in it.
But it's full of weapons. It's booby trapped, and you have to not only bid the highest, but you have to get past all the booby traps.
Yeah, they go to open the locker to show it off, and an arrow comes flying out of it.
Yeah. Oh, that guy got killed by the arrow. No, he's out of the bidding war.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what
I don't know. I think that'd be kind of funny.
Dave. Yeah.
That'd be hilarious if he did have a storage unit somewhere and you take Curtis with him. And Curtis is just looking at everything. What is this? Oh, don't touch that. That has these magical properties that does this. Don't.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just that. That's a fertility idol.
And I need to mention, because I love Curtis and his husband. I'm just so nervous for when that lie comes to oh, hey hubby, I'm a vigilante, even though I told you I totally wasn't gonna do that.
Well, he's not yet. He's just tech still.
No, he's being trained.
Well, he's being trained.
Next episode, he's going into the field.
I mean, he went into the field this episode.
Technically went into the field.
I was going to say, see how well that worked out.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm going to be very sad if that ruins a relationship.
I don't think so.
We haven't seen very much of the relationship, so I'm personally not very invested in it. If it was something that was on screen a little bit more, I'd probably be a little more upset with it. But
we saw the husband in 2 episodes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It was
literally 2 episodes.
Watch his husband be like, "Oh, cool, can I join?" And he's like some kind of stupid girl. So that'd be hilarious.
Or he reveals he's ninja master.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. No, what's gonna be awesome is when they go to track down one of the vigilantes to add to the team, and he's one of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's great.
So that's what I hope happens, because then it's hey,
you had a secret and I had one too. They were even.
Yeah, exactly. We're even. It's all right.
Yeah.
It's okay. Everything's fine.
So Ollie and Thea pitched their idea for a free clinic that's going to be funded completely by Amertech, which I think this is the first time in the entire universe we've heard of Amertech.
At least verbally, there may have been some subtle thing somewhere on a wall or a pamphlet or something that we didn't notice, but this is the first verbal mention, yeah.
Yes.
And Yeah, so that first meeting, I'm like, they're shady. They need press? Why do they need good press? Why are they throwing all this money?
I kept like going, this lady's voice sounds really familiar. She sounds like the lady who played on The Shield. Her voice. She has that really deep, raspy. She played, the lady who played Rosalind. They have like the same voice. And I kept going, it's not her though. It was like, but they had that same voice. And I was just, it was throwing me off.
Wait, in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Rosalind.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had that voice that kept throwing me off. And I was like, I know it's not her. I'd keep looking to see if it is her, but it wasn't her. And I'm just like, but yeah.
Yeah.
That was my first impression. I was like, okay, I need to get past this.
But yeah, the dude gets like, did he get killed or did he just get beat up real bad?
Who?
The man who the like vice president who was on the phone, like, yeah, the first guy to get attacked by Ragman.
Oh no, he was in the hospital. He just got injured.
He was just injured.
Yeah, they didn't say. It didn't sound like he was. I think they said what he could have been. It was like signs of suffocation.
Oh,
but he was in the hospital. So if he's in the hospital, they didn't say he was in the morgue. So it didn't sound like he died. It just sounded like it was something more to like get her attention, kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely. But he's really interesting and deserves a better name than Ragman.
Right.
I'm pretty sure, like, his actual name is Prometheus.
No, Prometheus is the arrow guy at the end.
I thought that...
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were the same person.
No.
Okay, yeah.
No, Ragman, God, I hate saying it. It sounds so lame.
It does.
Was the one going after the Amertech people.
Yeah,
Prometheus is going after...
I thought it was just like a robe thing he was wearing over that when he was doing stuff.
Okay.
Okay, so that's two different characters then. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm under the assumption that one of the two of them is Felicity's new boyfriend.
I honestly think if it's either of them, because we saw Ragman's face.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a young kid. He's
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's younger than Felicity.
Okay, so then it would be more Prometheus then at the end.
Yeah.
He is more like, I would say, I think he might be even younger than Thea.
Okay. He may be, yeah.
I think he's like maybe really early 20s, late teens. That's what he looks like. Anyway.
He's probably more closer to Evelyn's age than anybody else.
Yeah, definitely.
But I loved his reveal more than anything else, where it was like,
I left with a lot of questions.
Yeah. Like, I am the last survivor of the Haven Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, but that his dad wrapped him up and told him that these would keep him safe, and they're 2,000 years old?
Yeah.
It's like, my questions is, who is this kid? Who's his dad? How did his dad come across these? I'm like, woo, questions as soon as he said all this stuff.
I think his dad is associated with Constantine, because that ancient cloak thing, not Constantine Kobrov. I'm talking about
John Constantine.
John Constantine.
That could be.
As soon as they were like ancient, like Egyptian robes, I'm like,
Constantine. Yeah.
Right? So it's like, who's his dad? Who was his dad? Because obviously his dad died.
Yeah.
And, and and how did he get these? What are they from? And what, there's a lot more questions than answers, really.
Definitely magical.
They're not magical.
And they're magical and radioactive.
They come out. I thought they were going to name them like Octopus Man or something like that. Cause
I seriously, I was like, what Cthulhu cultist is this? Because they look like tentacles when the guy got attacked the first time.
Yeah.
Nope, weird mummy robes. That's all it is.
Weird mummy.
Yeah, I know Ragman is such a terrible name or whatever, but that's his actual name from the comics as well. So.
Yeah, I figured it sounded familiar.
Yeah.
But I just really hope he gets a better name.
Yeah, probably not. I mean, we'll probably learn his name
Oh yeah.
Like his real name, but
Yeah. And we'll probably
But
start calling him by his real name.
him and Ollie have a lot in common, obviously.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, and I think him leveling with the kid at the end was like his kick in the butt to be like, oh, I can actually relate to the rest of the team. I should probably go apologize to everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I so far am liking the look of the new team. You know, obviously you got a ways to go, but
yeah.
New Team Arrow is looking pretty cool.
I'm just waiting for Curtis to come in with swatches for their uniforms.
Yes. Like just like matching patches like the Avengers have.
Or swatches that we should make our uniforms out of this and
oh, you mean like just like a book of swatches? Yeah.
This one I made in the laboratory, and it's gonna protect you from this, but it comes in these colors.
And it's gonna be great because I would want Curtis to do that, take care of all of that, and like Cisco come in later and be like, guys, I have new. Oh. Like you're outfitted already. Shit.
Can I at least give you guys names?
Yeah. Can I at least rename Ragman for you? Can I at least do that?
I feel like Ragman is a name that Cisco would have given him.
I feel like it would have been a name Cisco would have said. Ragman.
I don't know how much of a costume change he could do with Ragman, with because that's what gives him his power.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And listen, I know the suit's radioactive, but Jesus, is there a way to like make it not?
No.
I feel like that would end up being dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
There was a thing in The Last Ship where they had a helicopter that was the pilot hid in like an irradiated zone.
Mm-hmm.
And they flew away and then parked it on the ship. And I was just like, now you have a radioactive helicopter on your ship. And then like they never mentioned it again. And I'm like, it didn't stop being radioactive.
And now the battleship is radioactive.
Exactly. It's just very
right.
fun. And I have a feeling that
they don't think about things like that.
Yeah, exactly. And they're never going to mention. They might mention it, but like
I think the radioactivity seems to be contained, almost like it absorbed it and contained it in the regs.
Yeah.
So it might be a self-contained thing because magic.
We live in a universe with magic in it, so yeah.
I guess maybe
we spent all last season with Damien Dark.
Other people may not want to touch the radioactive costume, is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, I know, but obviously it didn't hurt because Felicity had it and Wild Dog had it, so it doesn't hurt him. That's why I'm thinking that it's kind of a self-containment.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was so curious about what the heck this is made out of and where you got it.
I just love the fact that Wild Dog ran in there and tackled him and grabbed a piece of that.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Doing whatever the hell he wants and not listening to Ollie. Sounds like
Ollie.
Yeah,
sounds like Ollie, exactly. Sounds like Ollie.
Yeah. I think you notice he has the most. He butts heads most, and he has the most like to yell at and everything. People that are just like him.
Yeah, like Diggle.
Because I think he recognizes himself in that person, and he's like, it's almost like he's yelling at himself. I like a younger version of himself, like all the shit that he did when he was, before, like don't do that, don't make the mistakes kind of thing.
Yeah, the stuff that Diggle used to yell at him for, he's now yelling at a Wild Dog for. Yeah, it tastes of his own freaking medicine.
Right. It's almost like that moment when you realize you become your parents, and you're like, oh crap.
Ah, damn it! I didn't mean to do that.
When did that happen?
Yeah. So we find out that Amertech was the ones who made the only weapon, the only nuke that went off on, what do they call that? Genesis Day?
Mm-hmm.
On Genesis Day. And that's the thing that killed, that destroyed Haven Rock. So that's why he's going after the Amertech people. And I mean, Amertech's not making good decisions at the moment because they're doing backroom deals with Church, giving him ordinances, giving this literal crime boss. He is ruling every crime family now in Star City.
Yeah.
Ordinances. So
that's gonna be interesting if he's running the white supremacist. That's just kind of weird.
He may have just killed them all.
What do you mean you've infiltrated our teams?
Right?
Everybody gets shot in the back.
Mm-hmm. I know there are some weird things, like that. It's like, oh my god, this is weird. But yeah, no, I don't know where he came from. We don't know really.
Church?
Well, we know where he came from, but what's his
deal?
Yeah. There has to be a reason why he came.
We'll get back
to here for a reason. He didn't just throw a point, because I guess he could have threw a dart at a map. And
he reminds me a lot of from the Netflix series Daredevil, Kingpin. He reminds me a lot of Kingpin. Just the brute force and everything like that. I absolutely love it.
Mm-hmm.
I
agree.
Yeah.
It's good. It's very refreshing though to go from like this villain that was very powerful and relied on magic to get by, and to protect him and to do everything, to just a straight physical combatant that can rival Ollie. It's great to have that shift. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It's cool. But he's very cocky. I'm just waiting for him to slip up and And
someone who's not part of like the League of Assassins or the League of Shadows or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
I still like to see Nessa.
The League of Shadows is that this continuity? I feel like that's something else.
I thought it was.
Whatever. Brian Gabriel says, was I the only one confused by the Diggle scenes? Diggle scenes took me a while, but as soon as they were all done, I sort of pieced it together. So Diggle is doing military operations in Latvia.
The League of Shadows works with Ra's al Ghul, so...
It is okay, never mind.
But it's more in the Batman continuity, but it's still Ra's al Ghul, so that's why.
That's why I got confused, because I'm more used to hearing it in terms of Batman.
Yeah.
What was I saying?
I wasn't really confused about the Diggle scenes, because I kind of pieced it together, because I knew something was up. I knew there was a reason why they had him there, and as soon as like his team started dying and stuff, I'm like, no, there's someone's in the inside.
Mm-hmm.
It was great though seeing more Diggle scenes though, like because we knew Diggle was still here, he's still active doing stuff. But I was worried that it's going to be like, hey, we're going to see Diggle every couple episodes and whatever. But no, like, Diggle's still getting his own side plot that I absolutely love right now.
And there's no way this is not going to carry right into the main story.
Oh, for sure.
This is definitely what this feels like.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean...
This may be what causes Diggle to come back home.
Yeah.
Maybe. Well, I mean, I think what tipped me off was when the greenhorn, I guess you want to call him, he's like, who tipped them off that we were here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, damn, stuff, someone else is on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I Diggle think himself.
I think if it was any like past version of Diggle, he would have smelt that coming from a mile away. But the fact he even says it, he's there, he's come back to the military because he doesn't understand, or like he's unsure of all the choices he's made.
Mm-hmm.
But like in the hierarchy of the military, he can just follow orders, and they're the ones who tell him what's right and wrong. He doesn't have to think about that.
Mm-hmm.
And after what he had to do to his brother, I think he needed that.
He just needed to be coasting. Just kind of, and he went back to what was familiar.
Yeah, but it put him in the line to be used as a scapegoat.
Yeah.
Because they're stealing these weapons.
And here's the whole, X-Men scared of mutants thing, this guy.
Yep. There's magic. We need a weapon that can defeat
There's magic and meta-humans.
Only magic can defeat magic.
there's metahumans now, and they're going to all run us, and da da da. It's like,
Yeah.
we've heard this song and dance before, dude.
Yeah.
And he has to be an old white guy, so
Yes.
Let's fill out that whole profile right there.
Old white generals.
Yep. Can we say Supergirl?
Or they're all white generals.
General Lane?
General Ealing?
Lane.
Yeah.
Supergirl.
Lane Ealing from.
Yeah.
Was that the Flash? Ealing, yeah. Ealing was Flash. Ross from the Hulk. Like, they're all old white generals.
Yeah.
Oh, what was Stryker?
Nice stereotype there, people.
In X-Men? Stryker? Was he a general?
I can't remember.
Can't remember either. Whatever. No, he was
Maybe
the same.
it's like some kind of high profile.
Yes.
In a government position kind of thing, and it's always old white guys. Nice to keep up on that stereotype there.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, that's where we left Diggle off, as he's getting court-martialed. So they're dragging his ass back to the U.S. To be court-martialed.
Mm-hmm.
As far as we know. We don't know, yeah.
Sounds like a job for Ollie. Come save him.
The mayor!
Yes.
I like that they went into, like, this is what Ollie the mayor can do versus what the Arrow can do. And poor Thea, like, Ollie was just leaving. He's like, Thea, you got this, right? And she's like, I'm not the one who is mayor, Ollie, you are. Like, I can't do everything.
Right?
But I love that whole conversation when Ollie's like, look, I'm really busy. And she's like, what is it now? Like, and he's like, I'm recruiting a team to, like, alleviate my duties so I can do more stuff as Ollie the mayor. And she's like, that's a fantastic idea. Oh, by the way, I need a team.
And then he's like, are you mad? She goes, no, I quit. I quit, man. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Do you think I can be replaced?
Right?
Yeah, there's a difference between quitting and being replaced.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but, and then she's just like, yeah, and I need a team. And I was like, that sounds like a fantastic idea.
Yeah.
Go get one. Go get a team.
So.
Well, she does. She starts. She's got a one-man team right now. It's Lance.
What is up with him?
He was drinking.
He was.
I don't know. There was something else.
No, he said he was being a drunk.
I know he's been drunk, but there's just something else. Well, yeah, I know, but
his daughter died. Felicity's mom left him. Like, he's a mess.
I know, but he seemed like when he left his post that she gave him, and that's the door that Ragman went through. He just seemed real nervous, and I don't know. It just didn't seem. There was something. There was just something else.
I honestly, I would have to go back, but because I don't remember. But this feels like how he acted when he was a drunk in season 1 and 2, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I can tell. We've seen him as a drunk, and I don't know. This seems like he's almost like keeping something, like keeping.
I think it's just Sarah. Like the death and the loss of Sarah is holding him back because Laurel. Sarah. Laurel. Yeah. Sorry.
They both died once.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah. Well, okay. So Sarah and Laurel. He's lost both his daughters.
Yeah.
You know, at one point or another, and you know, I feel like he's hesitating because he's thinking about that. You know, when he's going and doing stuff. You know, he's like, this is how they died. You know, in the field doing this kind of work.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's not a police officer anymore. That was taken from him. So it's just like, you know, all the stuff he's used to. He's like, should I do this? No. You know, yes. I don't know. You know, like, I feel like that's what it is with him.
It's an
I just think I don't know. I think there's something else. I think there's something else up.
You just everything this episode. You're like, there's something else. There's something fishy
because it feels like they're leading up to something big. And,
of course they are. And
I could just feel it, and my body's like, my whole brain's like, what is it? What's going to happen? What's gonna, what's up?
Rachel's focusing on everything. There's something wrong with this, everything. But no,
well, you know, when you watch a show for so long, you kind of know how this character acts and their mannerisms, and when something's just a little bit off, it
Yeah, I agree, but just with all the loss that he's dealt with, and
well, I understand that.
He lost his job, his daughter, and his girlfriend all at the same time. So I just attribute that to, he's just an overwhelming amount of loss all at once.
It could be, but I don't know. I just have a feeling.
And Ollie, sort of is very unsympathetic towards Lance, because he's just kind of tells Thea to forget about him, like, don't hire him or whatever. And I'm so glad Thea didn't listen this time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll see if it's a good idea or not, but I think it's something that Lance kind of needs right now.
It might be.
Oh, it's 100% something he needs.
He needs someone to believe in him, since he doesn't believe in himself right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this whole episode, Ollie just sounded like old Ollie, like.
Well, he reverted back.
Yeah.
Because what happened? Well, he lost his team, lost all, everything. He was making, and then he's just like, he shut down and went back to the way he used to be.
Yeah. Because he thought he could do this.
Place.
Yeah, he thought he could do this without attachments, but that's why original Team Arrow worked, because they were attached.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it functioned. But I'm glad, at least this time, it didn't take him a full season to figure out he's an idiot. It only took.
He's learning.
An episode and a half. Yeah,
He's learning.
Because I was so afraid. I'm like, are we gonna have another season of this bullshit? And then, kind of, was like, no, it's okay.
He's learning.
Yeah, and unfortunately, like, what's really difficult for me in this universe, because, like, Arrow, and I know Clio doesn't necessarily feel this way, but I think last season she did. Arrow, out of the 4 DC shows, for me, is the weakest of the 4. And if there wasn't an overarching story that continued through all 4 of them, I would drop Arrow, to be 100% positive. Like, 100% honest, would just drop Arrow. But the fact that there's all this story and everything that connects, and it's all part of a bigger universe, is what gets me watching. So it's no matter how many of these shows that the CW, in the CW's DC universe, pumps out, I'm going to watch them straight through, start to finish, no matter what the hell any of the shows do, because of the impact that they all have on each other. Like, I can't stop watching one of them. Like, I can't just be like, hey guys, I'm not watching Legends anymore. Because then when something happens, you're like, what the hell happened? Like, you're all confused trying to catch up. So, you kind of have to follow them all.
You don't have to. Because they definitely keep their separateness, independence.
Kinda, sort of.
Kind of, sort of.
It's...
Like, we're not even sure John Diggle Jr. is gonna, come into play here.
Right.
Like, we don't know that.
Right. But yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. But like I said, I don't dislike Arrow. It's just the weakest of the 4 shows, and the theme of it, if it was just, if it wasn't something we were covering like this, I probably wouldn't have watched it. I probably never would have caught up. But then I would say the same thing. I never would have started Flash. I never would have started Legends. I never would have started Supergirl. Never would have watched any of them. But because Flash is the one that hooked me in, I'm now stuck in all 4 of them.
Ha.
And this is all her doing.
Yeah. Like, hey, I'm just going to do a show by myself. Is that cool, guys? All right, cool. Now I have 2 of you. Ha, 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 ha. Yeah. Anyway.
Rachel,
you're muted.
Oops.
No, I'm not.
No, you're not.
Yay.
I wasn't. At least it didn't show up on Skype. Skype's being an ass.
Oh.
But Arrow has a different tone. It's darker than the other ones.
And I like the tone of it. That's the thing. I think I'm with Clio. Ollie just aggravates me.
Yeah.
He's the brooding unk of the show.
He always, and it's like without fail, reverts to being a brooding asshole.
Right, but at least that's starting to change.
Here's the thing. Yeah, but he's still reverted. That's the thing. He's come out of it quicker, but he's still reverted.
He's also dealing with the loss of
course he is.
too. So I don't blame him. I don't. That's his go-to.
But I have to say, I went back. This was last year. I think I went back and read Identity Crisis, which Ollie in the Green Arrow plays a big part of. And he says something he says that's like an asshole comment to Black Canary, and I was like, wow, Ollie really is an asshole. He's just across the board an asshole.
Uh-huh.
Well, I mean, sometimes it's hard to break that mold. He was that asshole little playboy rich boy for the longest time, and then he couldn't really trust anyone, so he became an asshole to everyone. It's a thing, and he's learning little by little. But he's learning.
I also appreciate that. That's like a dedication to character. So yeah, he's an asshole, but good job. You kept up the character. My other favorite part of this episode was how Curtis just lays it on him. He's just like, I was defending you, and then I was like, no, wait, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I love Curtis.
I love Curtis.
Like, we need Curtis, Wynn, and Cisco in the same room. It has to happen. Like,
the nerd
it
trifecta.
will.
yeah,
It probably
the
will.
nerd trifecta.
And Felicity's right in the middle.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Why?
Because we need the Atom in the middle.
Why?
One from every show.
Oh, all right. Technically, he's also from Arrow.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. He exists out of time now. So that's why he's in the center of the triangle and not part of the triangle to make the square.
He's a square.
Because he exists outside of the triangle.
All right, then Felicity and Curtis can share a point. Anyway, last thing I want to mention is Prometheus shows up at the end. I honestly thought that was Ollie until he killed two dudes, and I was like, oh no.
And threw a hatchet into Tobias.
Killing two dudes is out of the out of the realm of possibilities for Ollie? No.
No, but killing is off the table right now.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
I'm waiting for him to find a balance. It's like, oh, you're the worst dude ever. I'm going to kill you, and the rest of the people are...
Okay, Tobias was stupid to think it was the Arrow and kept his back to him. And, yeah, you don't do that.
Yeah, I feel like Prometheus is, it's got to be Felicity's boyfriend. Like,
I'm kind of with you.
Told you he's a shady little bitch.
I don't know, though.
I told you, I have the feeling that he's dating Felicity to get close to Ollie to figure out his secrets or something. There's a reason.
Anyway, next
and if it was who Dom said that Prometheus was in the comics was the guy's son in the boat that his dad shot before he shot himself, then that would explain why he's trying to get information on Ollie and trying to get closer.
Yeah, it would. Brian says in chat he was a little upset when Ollie yelled at Ramirez for saving a child, and Sally's like, yeah, totally agree with that. And I agree too, but at the same time, they are rookies, so I think Ollie has the right to be mad that they didn't follow directions and follow instructions, but Ollie does the same shit himself, so he doesn't have the right to stay mad. You know what I mean?
No. But then again, they don't know if that child was in danger, and I don't think Ragman was going to hurt the child at all. It's kind of like, they don't.
It's hard to say. It's a judgment call on the spot, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that he wasn't going to hurt the kid, and I think he was more surprised that the girl got thrown in his path than anything else. And that's when he turned and looked, and that's when Ramirez thought, oh, she's in trouble. When realistically, she probably wasn't in any more danger than they.
I would have done the same thing that Ramirez did, so, I can get behind him.
I'm not saying it was wrong that he did, but I'm just saying I don't think.
But I said, I get where Ollie was coming from with that, too. Mm-hmm. Like, you're training people, you specifically give them instructions, and they don't follow them. But, however, Ollie should know, being part of a team and your plan never goes according to plan. Like, you have to be able to improvise.
And I think the problem in that moment was he didn't trust them.
Right. That's exactly what it was.
Yeah, of course. I think he barely trusts himself sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's like, Laurel would be alive if I'd only killed Damien that million times I had the chance to.
And he always throws that back in. It's like he keeps beating himself up with that same.
So, Ollie, why
And
don't you just go
Felicity
to
and
Barry?
Theo are rolling their eyes like, we know, you said this.
Ollie, just go to Barry and ask him to make stupid decisions.
Right?
No.
So then Cisco
Barry
could get even more
help.
mad.
Barry doesn't need any more help making stupid decisions.
So what you're saying is all of our heroes don't need any help making stupid decisions, except for Supergirl. Kara's pretty... She doesn't make stupid decisions. She hasn't made stupid decisions yet.
Not like completely stupid.
She's made naive decisions, not stupid decisions.
Yeah.
She's just very naive.
Yeah.
But just give her time. I'm sure she will make some stupid decisions.
Oh yes.
Oh, yes.
That's all it takes is time.
Infinity. So, yeah.
And then legends are just, they're all full of stupidity.
That's a separate brand of stupid.
Yeah. Which we will be covering tomorrow night. So.
Yep. So next week is A Matter of Trust. We get WWE star Cody Rhodes. Sorry.
Oh my God.
Rhymes?
Cody Rhodes. Yeah.
Cody Rhodes. Now that Oliver has his new team, they are ready to hit the streets, but Oliver doesn't feel they are ready.
Of course not.
That's a weird sentence. Headstrong Wild Dog defies the Green Arrow's orders again and sets out on his own after a new drug dealer, Garrett Runnels, played by Cody Rhodes, who is terrorizing Star City. Runnels proves more powerful than Wild Dog, and it is up to Green Arrow to go head to head with Runnels. Wow, that's why I can't read these. To save his teammate.
So basically, he got in over his head because even though Ollie told him not to, and now he's in a shitload of trouble and needs Ollie's help to get him out.
Well, little background real quick. I'm not sure how many... I know I told Clio about it. I don't know how invested she was, but Stephen Amell went to wrestle for the WWE. And he had a match, and it was against Cody Rhodes. So they had like this little feud or whatever. You know, it was all scripted story, whatever. But now Cody Rhodes is coming into Arrow, and I think that's really cool. I don't know the exact role that he's going to play, but I know that Cody Rhodes did reveal these Arrow wrestling tights. So I don't know if...
I saw that.
I don't know if they're going to be involved in the show at all. Or if this is something that he's doing on the WWE to promote. But his character on the show may be a wrestler. We don't know. But,
that's true.
I don't know.
All we know is that he's a drug dealer.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like a drug dealer, so I'm really, really, really interested to see how they do this.
You put a hoodie and dark circles under anybody's eyes, they look like a drug dealer. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be fine.
I don't know. He's like a baby face. He's comes from a long line of wrestlers, and he's like, you look at him and you're like, I'm not scared of you.
Yeah.
Anyone, I'm not scared of you.
Yeah, his brother Dustin, or Dusty.
His father.
Yeah, his father. Yeah, like there's a long line, but I don't know. The other two of his, his father and his brother, I could totally see being drug dealer like characters very easily with little to no makeup. But him, on the other hand, I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah, right. It's like we'll just see what they do.
I mean, here we are stereotyping drug dealers, but yeah. We're profiling them live.
Listen, kids, anybody can be a drug dealer if they really want to. Oh, wait.
And you too can grow up.
Where's the more you know, Rainbow?
Drugs are bad, okay?
Don't come to us with PSAs. We're horrible.
Drugs are bad, kids. Don't do those. Dom, where can people find you?
You can find me down below at Phenomenon. PHENOMEDOM.
Do.
Phenomenon.
Rachel, where can they find you?
You can find me at Twitter at Savannah17, on Twitch at Savannah, which hopefully tomorrow I'll be hemming the dress and doing all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Hope
You can find me at Clio Moto. Hopefully I'll be doing stuff on things such as YouTube and Twitch soon. You can find me there at Clio Moto. And you can find all of us at ASOTV Podcast on Facebook, Twitter, Gmail, Google+, and right here on YouTube. Follow us for some more podcasts of some of your favorite TV. I got the rainbow. Until next week, the more you know.